and final changemaker, Eli Rigatuso, is a native Nebraskan and identifies as a queer, trans-masculine, two-spirit of the Menominee Nation. He considers himself an activist from birth because he was born at a time of civil unrest in the US. Eli created his company as a way to fuel his passion for creativity and mixed media artistry. His strong desire is to help folks become more open and affirming when it comes to transgender, non-binary, and gender non-conforming folks living in Nebraska. Let's give Eli Rigatuso a round of applause.
You're all live. You're all live right now. Let's hear it. You're all live. All at once, say hello, speaking of happy. This is what I'm looking at right now, people. I am looking at all of you, and I'm going to find my notes. Oh, you know, I'm incredibly honored to be here among these amazing individuals today, to be selected to receive this award. I'm standing here today because of 3 women who did something incredibly radical on June 28th, 1969. If you remember anything I say today, I hope you will remember these names: Sylvia Rivera, Marsha P. Johnson, Miss Major Griffin Gracie. Google them. Read about what they did at Stonewall. Read about what they did for the transgender youths living in their cities who had no place else to go because everyone had pretty much rejected and simply thrown them out of their homes for being transgender. I'm standing here today being seen, heard, and affirmed, and I am the first openly transgender person to be given this honor. And I'm here today because of the courage that they had to be themselves. I was 4 when that momentous event took place. My gender journey began June 25th, 1965, right here in Omaha, Nebraska. We all have a gender journey and live in a world that doesn't allow us to explore what that means to us as individuals. We're born, and a human being glances at a specific part of our anatomy, slaps a label on us while simultaneously making us cry. From this moment, the world now relates to us, specifically through this label. We've all been convinced that there's only 2 also. We've built so many structures around the concept that we've even assigned certain jobs that have a gender. Our salaries are based on genders, feelings, ways of being, even some of our body parts. I mean, don't I have a really awesome man finger? We've literally been brainwashed into believing that there are only 2. We even assigned colors to these 2 binary genders, blue and pink. For the first 50 years of my life, I too was convinced, until one day I stopped listening to the world around me and I started listening to my heart. Today, I'm a gender avenger, doing the work to deconstruct what gender means, sometimes one person at a time. The work I do today is so that future kids like me will be allowed to explore what gender means to them. And some may even feel as though they don't have a gender, and that is completely okay. I hope that you will join me in exploring what gender means to you. I hope that you will approach this concept with curiosity, with a true desire to learn, challenging what you've been taught and getting out of your own comfort zone. I promise, if you set yourself free, others will be free to be who they are around you. Lastly, I want to say, I'm so honored to be standing up here today because you may not believe this, but out of the 1,500 people in this room, there's probably someone out there right now who isn't sure about their gender. Because I know for many years I wasn't. I'm up here today so that person can see that it's okay to be who they are, no matter how old. It's okay to start your gender journey. Will you please join me?